Hello, good afternoon. Oh my goodness, what a hard act to follow. So I know it's an honorable position to be the last to speak, but to have to follow such an amazing inspirational talk is a tough act, believe me, and also because I know you've been active for days now. So I will ask you to bear with me. I'll try and I'll be brief, but also honor the preparation done by my dear colleague Grace. And speak to you. I'm honored to be here today and to talk to you. And I'm happy that I caught a couple of comments in the end of the afternoon because I added to my speech. But again, I promise I will be brief because everybody, of course, needs to go back to their families and digest this meal, this wonderful meal that you've been having these last couple of days. And I really want to start with extending my deepest appreciation to all of you, to the speakers, the panelists, the participants, especially the organizers, the Uganda NGO Forum and SIPSource Africa. Moses, Jackie, thank you so much. This is really amazing. And honestly, Jackie, you were the first to tell me about Ugandan giving. And I had no idea, of course. You told me about the rituals, about how it's done, the long, long, long tradition. And I was quite impressed that how deep a part of your culture giving actually is. So for me to learn from Jackie and now to be invited to this amazing conference makes me very happy. So really, Jackie, thank you very much. You taught me a lot and I was honored to be one of your walk partners. And I hope we can do that again someday. You know where to find me, and I know where to find you. Anyway, we've been talking about less money coming from the international community. And of course, that is a fact. But I do very much agree with what the previous speaker said, what Jackson said, about the opportunity that this creates. Because you have this in your culture. This is such part of your society. And I would love to see you all take advantage of this. But I also want you to know that the Netherlands is here and we remain here. Uganda is one of our most important partners and we are here to stay. So even though I fully agree we need to do this all together, and I love to see Ugandans give, but also know that we are here to work with you. So we are definitely not jumping ship. We are here for the long run. We're currently working on our next multi-annual planning, and as I said, we're here and we're staying. So if you were concerned about that, please don't be. Do you want me to go closer into this thing? Yes? Okay, good. I'm too tall and wearing heels as well. Anyhow, and I know that we need to think about the future of aid, or even if there still will be aid. And of course, I think in Uganda's future, and hopefully near future, there is no more need for aid, because what countries will do internationally together is trading and working together. And Uganda will be a middle to higher income country with no more need for development cooperation, just need for strong international partnerships. And that is what we are preparing ourselves for. And we love to do that with you. And as I said, this geopolitical shift, yes, it's happening and it is creating a lot of opportunities. And as I said, we are here to work with you to take these opportunities. And we need your thoughts and ideas for that as well. And let's not indeed think out of the box, but think without a box and see what we can do together in an equal manner, in a collaborative way, and working with strong partnerships. And there's no donor and there's nothing like that. There's just partners. We are partners all together, striving towards the same goals. And I really want to recognize the many Ugandans who have been giving so much over the years. And it's contributions to your extended families. For me, I believe every Ugandan takes care of about 9 other people. In my country, that's unbelievable. That doesn't work. We don't work like that. This is something that is so very Ugandan. But it's also Rotary clubs, everyday generosity seen in village saving groups, community churches. And these acts are so much more important than large-scale donations. And many of you in this room do that, always reaching deep into your pockets to help others. And that is the bedrock of Ugandan society. And I think, honestly, I'm happy you're celebrating this today, because I do think Ugandans are a little bit too modest about this. I think you should show everybody what you're doing, how much you're giving, and inspire others to do the same. So I think you should leave the modesty behind and just show everyone what an amazing job you are doing. Way too much attention goes to these international partners, while it's actually you carrying the burden. And I think that is something that, yeah, my advice to you would be less modest and show what comes out of your amazing communities. And also, I heard some people critical about young people. And I have to say, I believe this young generation is doing amazing work. I'm trying to be active on LinkedIn, and every day I get connecting requests from young people who are CEO of their own NGO. They're all working so hard in their community. So the examples I see are really amazing. And I think we should celebrate that and celebrate the youth and not be too critical as an older generation. And my kids would definitely agree, also saying that I am way too critical of them. So I'll try and I'll lead by example here. In the Netherlands, there's also always been a lot of giving. So we have that in common in a way. As I said, not as extensively as here in Uganda, but we have our giving circles. We donate a lot of money to civil society organizations. But I think my government has made a capital mistake. My government has started funding massively civil society organizations in the Netherlands. And what these organizations forgot is to reach out to your everyday Dutch person. They forgot to tell the story of the amazing work that is done in these countries. So the Dutch people are slowly forgetting. And then all of a sudden, when it's time for elections, people don't care about development cooperation anymore because they don't hear the stories anymore. And I also really invite you, reach out to individuals, reach out to people who are here, people in your network, because once they know a person, once you have that interpersonal connection, you will help them. That is what people do world over. But when it becomes a game of big companies, a game of large international partners, the individual ties are forgotten. And we forget why it's so important to help one another. So also make sure that every single tourist you come across, and we're easily recognized, of course, so talk to them, get them involved, because most Dutch people who come to Uganda never really leave because they stay active. They come here as tourists and they end up supporting schools, supporting communities, and it's that kind of interaction that we need between countries. So please, I invite you, tell your story, get people involved, not just the big organizations, but your everyday Dutch person or whoever you meet. It's them that will keep your organization going, and they will be willing to work with you. The Netherlands government is really proud that we are supporting many organizations in Uganda. So the NGO Forum, CivSource, and this relationship is rooted in a shared belief that change, sustainable change, must come from within. It comes from societies, it comes from the villages, it comes from you. We're here, we're ready to partner with you for the long run in a sustainable way. And I just want to emphasize that I deeply appreciate that you're being here today. I do really believe in the power of you all as you are here, but we will not forget you and we will be working with you. Again, in closing, thank you for the Uganda National NGO Forum and for CivSource Africa. Moses, Jackie, thank you so very much. I hope I'm allowed to be part of this next year, but please don't let me speak after Jackson again. And, and I thank you very much for your kind attention and amazing work that you do. Thank you. Asante.